Hey everyone, welcome back to the stream. It is November 3rd, 2025. We're going to be playing against our man Alte for Ubivaters, so gonna be... I've already played a few games actually. This is the third match we've played? Second match we've played? Earlier, so we played on High Noon once, played on High Noon again in like a dry setting. Actually ended up taking both of those games, and Ubi wanted just one more to play against us, so we're gonna oblige him here. Maybe he's looking for a W. We'll have to see.
Battle started.
I'm gonna try something a bit different. Maybe I'll make it a little bit easier for him, and I'll just go Cortex vehicles here. Do a la X Factor build. Something like that. We'll see. What is one gonna do? It's going back up. Okay, so just came off the last BPL season. Hopefully you guys really enjoyed that one. I know I did. Casting it, participating, spectating all the games. So should be finishing publishing all the matches from that series. Should be dropping the quarterfinals and semifinals. So make sure you guys, like, subscribe, come back to the channel so you can kind of find those matches.
Unit lost. Low power. You're wasting energy. Unit lost. Low power. Aircraft spotted. Radar lost. You're low on power. T2 unit detected. Unit lost. You're wasting energy. Radar lost. Radar lost. Unit lost. You're wasting energy. Radar lost. Radar lost. Nuclear launch detected. Your commander is heavily damaged. Commander self-destructed.
Did not see that coming. Yeah, I should have got that up a little bit faster. I was like really struggling with energy for a long time. Maybe I should have just gone like the anti-nuke before the second fusion, so. Anyways. Got our man Thurxie here. I wonder, ooh, this Rotato lobby looks kind of tempting. I really don't like this map, honestly. It's kind of boring, frankly. Are there any other 1v1 maps? Desolation. Haven't played that one in a while. This one could be fun. Beast of Hades, Forge, Gas Bag. I don't know. You guys can let me know what you want to see. Feel like all these maps feel a bit overplayed, but what are you going to do? Mariposa could be fun. Haven't done that one in a while. Moonshine Run. Otago. Yeah, there's a bunch of good maps we could try. I don't know. Is this fine? Let's see. Let's ask our man Thurxie. Man, lost like 0.8 there. It's so hard to climb. Comet catcher. Ugh. Okay. I'll try it. I'll try something a bit different here. Maybe we can get away with it. I know how Xerxes plays. It's pretty greedy. Maybe I can risk it. I don't know. It's really not necessary versus 40 OS player, but I mean, I really don't care about losing OS, right? But
Please choose your starting location.
yeah, we can try it.
Battle started.
We'll see. Could also open Blitz from here. Just put a LLT right here, but I already have this queued up. Guess that gives you a little bit of a faster rush distance to your opponent. Accessing? Oh, not a lot.
Unit lost. Need power.
That's not supposed to happen. What? I mean, he's just like bouncing shots between the two.
You're low on power. You're wasting energy. Low power. You're wasting energy. Radar lost. Radar lost. Aircraft detected. You're wasting energy. Low power. Enemy commander destroyed. Back.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna lose that one actually there. After not getting that initial solar there, probably took a unnecessary risk, honestly. Guess it's my turn to pick on that. Yeah, I don't know how you lose that position. Devil's Post pile's feeling kind of meh. Into battle could be okay. I honestly wouldn't mind playing Comet Catcher again. I think he went for... Yeah, he went for the 3 max open. Pretty sure. Wait, maybe not. Actually, I kind of want to check. Right. 3, 2, 1. Wait for this to go down. Can't skip otherwise, right? Or you're kind of just stuck. Yeah, there it is. 3, 2, 1. And you can hit the skip button.
Battle started.
Okay, so he went 2 mechs. Alright, that makes sense. Here to get my free insult from the insult shop. What is this guy? Photomic. Okay, he already left. Oh, okay, Violet. Yeah, this is coming up in the tournament, like the clan wars tournament. Wait, I need to make a phone call. So. Anyways, let me put on a replay real fast. And I'll be right back here. What would be a good one to take a look at? I think we've got some of the finals here. Yeah, this one could be good. Actually, I've been meaning to. I want to make a video on this one. Actually, Pools of Eyeless, Blowdeer versus X Factor. So I'll put it on his perspective for a moment and maybe watch, and then I'll come back and maybe share some insights or kind of what I'm noticing. But yeah, I'll be right back. Just kind of make a phone call.
Battle started. Battle ended.
All right, we're back. Sorry about that. My mom's birthday, I had to give her a call. So, but yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed that quick little match between Blow Deer and X Factor here on pools. I noticed a few things actually I kind of want to highlight here. So maybe we can kind of talk through this and learned a few things. Actually, it was pretty surprising to see Blow Deer just like completely neglecting to build like any kind of
Battle
solars,
started.
which was interesting. I guess on a 16 wind speed map, he just doesn't want to do it. But you know, it starts off fairly standard here, like a 2max open. But one thing I kind of thought about the spawning position because we saw a lot of players opening here with bots, but I like the one Blow Deer chose for a few reasons. It's like this patch of crystals is a little bit farther away from your opponent as opposed to this one. Like units just can kind of like sneak up and maybe gank that resbot. So that's one nice advantage. I think another one too is you get to hit these 3 mexes on your way to expanding with the commander along this side of the map. So I think that's a little bit more efficient than just going to this one, like spawning here and then just going to these 2 mexes here. So kind of like that. And then he does the early con turret open, which we'll have to see exactly how many wins he gets, because I know it's like 200 energy per second and a full E-bar is what you need to get this con turret up. So yeah, he just goes, let me pause this. And I've seen him been doing this a lot actually. So yeah, resbot con, 2 grunts con, and then just infinite grunts, right? So, and then he just adds in the cons when he needs them, but we'll have to take a look here and see. So wind keeps going down, so he actually, now it's going back up. So yeah, he immediately starts the con turret. And the next thing I want to get into is just how he plays with his early grunts here before he starts getting aggressive, right? So first grunt comes out here. As soon as the con turret finishes, we put up this radar, which sees all the way over to here. It sees this, it sees over here, which is really nice. And then boom, like we've ran out of starting metal. Our commander's expanding, and then we go 2 cons expand here and here. And another thing I wanted to note was just the egregious amount of naked expanding. So normally I put an LLT here, but he goes mex, radar, exploiter, mex, radar, 2 LLTs, right? And then this con goes just mex, radar, LLT here. I think he goes LLT. Let me unpause the game. I noticed these LLTs actually were really well placed. Normally I park them up a little bit closer to the, wait, is that a radar? That is a radar, yeah. So it goes LLT here, radar, 2 LLTs, which is really nice, but kind of missing some of the stuff I wanted to talk about. Just look at the lack of aggression, right? We've got a grunt parked over here, commander kind of blocking this path here, right? We got 2 grunts over here defending this expanding con. We've got all the rest of our grunts like spread out in this arc here, so like the ticks and pawns can't like run through, stuff like that. So we've got a really nice spread here. And one thing I was really impressed by in this game actually was the reaction time of him seeing this. That's pretty quick, right? He doesn't lose the pawn, he doesn't lose the grunt, brings up his own grunts to defend against us. So 4 grunts versus 3 pawns. think he should be pulling the Resbot back. Also defending against this over here. So just kind of like fanning out these grunts to protect himself. Fighting backwards. Still no aggression, right? And this is what he's trying to do. He's got this locked off. He's got an arc of grunts here. He just had an arc of grunts come out of the factory, and then he's got what's left of his grunts over here. I think he just lost one, and he's raising it. So here, I think is where like the first few mistakes I noticed out of Blodir was just like, here I would say probably good to make a solar, like just maybe put a solar right here. Because we're stalling pretty heavily, even though wind is kind of good right now. Still trying to defend over here. So yeah, I think just a few extra solars here and there would have been good. But now that he is... I missed when the third con came out, but he went third con and fourth con already, so 4 minutes into the game. So I guess he was feeling comfortable at a certain point earlier, and then he's feeling even more comfortable now to put down the fourth con, which you can see is actually... Is this? Yeah, this one's just scaling wind around here, and I believe this one scales wind as well. But I want to say he had 2 or 3 cons scaling energy before he puts down his second con turret, which I also thought was pretty interesting to see. Still playing pretty defensively with the grunts. We're just trying to prevent leaks and run-bys. Oh, this was an exploiter. Okay, I missed that. I thought that was just like max radar. No LLT or exploiters, but that makes sense. Here I'd say probably put another solar down. Like, this is an interesting LLT position. Actually, don't really like that. Maybe here would be better, just because like it covers this, right? Because right now this is kind of undefended, but not a big deal. So yeah, he had 2 cons scaling energy, about a full E-bar, and he had quite a bit of metal in the bank actually, and put down the second con turret. So I think at some point he maybe could have added like 1 or 2 solars here, just to like fix the E issues. Maybe we could have gotten a second con turret a bit faster. But now that things are kind of buttoned up, so to speak, we've got, you know, an exploiter here. We're making this exploiter. Blodir felt pretty comfortable to pressure, so the grunts on the left side of the map that were done defending those 3 pawns go forward, and then once we had a sufficient amount of units here, we kind of group them together and just move forward with those as well. And you'll notice for the next few minutes like how Blodir is actually macroing this. It's very focused on controlling both of these. Even on the right side, I guess he notices on the mini map, maybe a little too late, but yeah, ends up pulling back. Goes right back to microing the grunts on the front, and is just trying to deny this plateau, right? And I thought it was actually pretty interesting to see, but it always inverts it. But the mix of fight move, walking forward, and walking backwards. So it's pretty quick. We can kind of see, I guess when he knows he's taking a bit of an engagement, he uses fight move, puts down a con turret, puts down an energy storage, right? Pretty well timed. Still 500 energy, or 500 metal in the bank, so maybe we could have done a transition like a bit sooner, but he should be making his vehicle lab fairly soon. So just buying space on the map, right? Like this is what you have to do in Armada. And I might actually really make a video on this, but you see like the part of the early game was just defending these 3. And then as soon as he kind of felt comfortable, like you're just buying space against the Armada player. Like you're just trying to take up as much of the map as you can with your pawns. And that gives you time to kite backwards. That's the way I think about it. But this is a pretty cool map. Oh, all right. Match, that is. We got Turkey on here. But yeah, so BPL is over. Should be releasing the map pack pretty soon enough. If you guys want to support the league, consider becoming a member on the channel. or Patreon as well, like patreon.com/barcasttv. I think there's a couple different tiers. One of them supports the BPL, one of them kind of supports the channel, I guess me, make more videos, stuff like that. So if you're interested, check it out. Definitely have my thanks for that. Let's pick up a 1v1 map. Maybe play pools. Maybe we try that out. Put into practice what we were watching. Oh. Water level's at -1,000. Oops. That might actually make the map a little bit better. But kind of all for having extra attack paths.
Please
All right.
choose your starting location.
Give them a second to read that. No, stop. All right. Going up against my man Thurxie. Maybe win or lose, we can kind of maybe jump in VC with him. Maybe look at the game together. I've been meaning to give Thurxie some coaching here. Kind of been hard stuck at. I mean, he is 50 OS. I mean, to his credit, he plays against players that are better than him, I'd say. So that is a good way to improve. But I would like to see Thurxie actually kind of hold on to that 50 OS
Please
and
choose
or
your starting location.
qualify for the BPL. Okay, maybe if I win, I'll offer to him in BC, but just for now, we'll... Hey, Gavin. Thanks for that, man. Let's see, what is Thurxie gonna do? I wouldn't be surprised if he plays vehicles here, which could get a bit awkward. We'll have to see. We'll just try that. Blue deer open. Go second vehicle, third air. Get that energy storage up. Second and third. I think it's just really important when you're playing bots to get up to the 4 con turrets. It's so hard to spend your metal otherwise. And then of course that gives you a much faster transition too. Like you have the option to even like reclaim
Battle
the lab
started.
and go second air, or you can just go for vehicles. But we'll see how things go. Send him the old good luck, have fun. I've been meaning to try and improve like the talking while I'm playing. It's still something I can't really do. It's very difficult. Oh, Jamerz is here. OP Bar Academy mentor. Okay, we're gonna go solar. Hot lab here. Don't want to mess around. Yep, one's going down. Don't care. Okay, let's get this done. What is it? Is it control shift? No. I'm not sure how to add, is it 1,000? There's some way to do it. I don't know. Wait, what? Okay, we're gonna have to fix that. Oops. That's not good. Hey, thanks, Gavin. Appreciate that. Glad you found us. Hopefully you're a 1v1 player. That's mostly what we cover. Alright, feeling kind of safe, I guess. I'm assuming he's playing bots because I haven't seen any scouts. And I guess this is being rezzed. Okay, I'm a bit worried, honestly.
Unit lost. You're low on power. You're wasting energy.
Gotta make grunts, at some point, I guess. Okay, his commander's there, so that's cute.
Unit lost. Radar lost. Unit lost. You're wasting energy. Aircraft spotted.
GG.
Enemy commander destroyed.
Maybe not the best replay to look at. Kind of an unorthodox strategy. I do like it, but I feel like you somehow have to like capitalize having this position a little better. Maybe what he could have done was like pressure this way north, because like I was posturing here in the middle, and instead of like waiting to commit this attack, because controlling this plateau is really strong, maybe like cut the map like this and walk over. Try and deny like all of these mexes that I used my commander to expand to. Pounder matter. Maybe Jamerz will jump in.
Yeah, like I saw like someone on the left, like a 2 o'clock. Pick them up.
I'll just say sorry, Golden. I don't know if that seems rude or not.
Yeah.
What map do we want to play on? 63 OS, but what's a good map we can try?
Yeah, I think
Um, maybe play Comet. Eh. Oh, I think he likes wind maps. Oh yeah. Yeah, he likes wind maps. Hades Pond could be good. Okay, yeah, we'll try this. All right. I'm not sure if he knows where I like to spawn, but one thing to note about this map is like you do end up going for, yeah, I'll just wait till I load in so we can kind Not sure what I'm thinking. Basically, because it's such a large map, if you're really not able to split the map in half, like say, well, so we're gonna spawn here. We're just gonna commander walk here and make a second lab. But really, like, when the game gets crazy and things start happening, we're really gonna try and abuse having air cons, like take this, put like radars up and LLTs like here and here, stuff like that. So we'll see how it goes. That's the plan. Could open Armada even. Armada bots, that is, just because like this patch of reclaims pretty good, but I think that's necessary.
Yes, please.
I'm still not sure about
Battle started.
like the solar meta. It is very strong. But I think I might try and get back a little more to like reading with wind or using wind. I don't know how to say it. I mean, 14 wind speed maps. I was really leaning like solar heavy there for a while, but okay, everyone's going back down, so we'll go solar. Something like that. We'll see. Wind's still good, so we could be making solar suit even, but I don't know if that's necessary. And build that, okay, that's good. Okay, he spawned over
Unit
there.
lost.
Went for a very similar open, looks like.
She's letting you know. Giving you a warning.
I think I'm gonna lose that rascal there. Okay, so he's doing the X Factor build.
My old roommate worked. Wait, did you get kicked out of the and also where
Low power.
Wait, which one? Then F5. Okay.
You're wasting energy. Need power. Unit lost. Radar lost. Battle paused.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that's about.
Battle started. Unit lost. Aircraft detected. You're wasting energy. Low power. Unit lost. T2 unit detected. You're wasting energy.
fusion's already done. That's actually not good.
Radar lost. You're wasting energy. low on power.
GG.
Enemy commander destroyed. Battle ended.
Eat it separately. I feel like hot love everyone.
Alright, we'll take a look at this replay and then call it a stream.
I don't want to. But damage.
Hey, Jamerz.
Hello, hello.
Hey, how's it going?
I can see that you're talking or making noise, but I don't hear anything.
Oh, okay. Let me check my microphone.
Okay, I kind of heard that real quiet.
Is that better or?
A little bit.
Yeah, sorry. I don't know why like Discord makes my voice like super low. So I don't know if you have any like cranked up to 200% or.
Yeah, no, you're cranked up, but I can hear you okay. It should be fine.
Yeah. Would you mind introducing yourself, like people who aren't familiar with you and what you do around bar?
Hey, I'm Jamerz. I've been playing for about a year now. I'm a senior over at the Bar Academy, and yeah, I'm a 1v1 main, but I dabble in team games as well. Pretty much it.
Right on, yeah. So, thanks for helping out with the Bar Academy. I'm participating in that as well. And if you guys ever want to like submit a replay, you can get some feedback on your game. So it's a great way to improve. Let me share my screen. Hopefully. Okay, I shared the application. Sometimes it like lags a lot, but hopefully that you can see pretty well. Just take a look at your open here.
Working for me.
Yeah, I honestly was a bit worried there in like the early kind of mid game because it felt like you had a lot more incisors than me, and maybe you were a bit more aggressive. You could have gotten some extra damage, but we'll have to take a look and see.
Well, I know that you're a fan of air tactics, and you're also very, very good at macro scaling, so I just wanted to keep up the pressure and not let you relax and like find your zone, right?
Yeah. No, I mean it worked for a good amount of time. I was pretty worried there, like I was saying, like I lost that one con in the front of my base. Okay, so you did the X Factor build, it looks like, right?
I don't know if it's a build. My thought was, because like I'm still trying to get used to vehicle starts. Mm-hmm. So basically I was just trying to have my commander do like a little loop to be safe and like grab the nearby mexes.
Right.
And throw down solars as I need it, and then just try and pump units for a little bit. I get another con pretty quickly to start expanding the other side.
I mean, this all looks pretty good so far. Like maybe, I think if I were to change this at all, it would be the commander just comes down here and grabs those, and then on the way back maybe puts down the radar and then goes to the lab, because this loop feels a little bit inefficient, right? Because like all of this distance, you're just really not using your build power. I think it even goes, yeah, like, so all of this, like we're not using it. So if you want to walk with your commander and not return to the lab, I would say do something a little more similar to like this, right? Where it's just like you hit these 3 mexes, you hit three mexes, these 3 mexes, right? Maybe even those, and then walk back, right? To get like safe. So,
you know, now that you say that, it's probably wise to do that since the map is so wide. Walking the commander and then throwing down another lab to, diversify your eco and your, pushing potential. Like you can come from either side now.
Right.
Actually, would have been a good move.
Yeah, I've been seeing it a lot more on those big macro maps too, like Arksome Cats Valley. We saw that a lot in Devil's Post Piles, right? So I think it makes a lot of sense too, because I want to say for like a lot of the game, like you did a good job, I think, getting this part quicker than me, like with your air cons, I guess. But like once I had my production here, it felt like you weren't able to contest this area as well as I was like able to pressure it. from the lab. So
Yeah, exactly. I wasn't able to hold it. It actually wasn't air cons that grabbed that. That was some vehicle cons.
okay, we'll have to take a look and see. I'm not sure exactly how many scouts you made, but maybe do like 5 more, something like that.
Okay.
Just because like you can see the number of scouts I have, right? And it's like obviously if I'm not showing tanks, like we're still in like the scout versus scout phase. So like maybe you could have like snuck one back here or like won that fight over here a little bit, but everything seemed pretty good. Slow this down a little. Okay, we do go for this.
Yeah, not making enough scouts is definitely one of my issues, just in general.
Okay, no, this is really good. Yeah, I was gonna say make like 2 or 3 cons, and you're doing exactly that. You get this con, which felt really good. Maybe still add on some solars with your commander, like just because you can. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Perfect. I was floating a lot of metal too, so.
Yeah, I suppose it could have just been better if I'd done the long walk though, because it pays off more in the end for you.
Yeah, you are up in. Well, I guess it's fairly even. It looks like, but like I guess my commander's in a little bit better. We'll end up in a bit of a better position here in a moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, adding on solars, I like that. I would say one advantage to like spawning here on this map is if you do get a construction turret here that can assist your lab, you can get a vehicle like an amphibious con and like scale a little bit of titles here. I think I should be adding that on a bit.
I saw your base when the game ended, and I saw those titles, and I was like, "Was that the commander?" I'm like, the way out, way back in. I was super curious about that, but it was a good move. Like 15 isn't a crazy title speed, but the constant energy is nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was. See, right there, I made a mistake. I queued 2 construction turrets on top of the energy storage.
Mm-hmm.
So I just started stalling myself out there. It's kind of a critical moment, especially when I'm starting to throw up an air lab. So I think that was a big mistake.
Yeah, for sure. I'd say like just keep making solars with your commander, something like that, or maybe just make one at a time. Because like, yeah, I think energy storage are fairly energy expensive, right? 1800 con turrets are like 32 or 3400, right?
I looked at the time and I panicked because I was like, he's got air already. I just know it.
No, no, I'm having the same issues you are, right? Like metal in the bank, trying to fix my energy, right? Stuff like that. So. And something I've noticed like Autopilot doing a lot is just mixing in like lashers with his army early. This is a great run by the way. Maybe. It felt good at the time because like you killed like 4 mexes or something like that, 5 mexes, a couple solars, right? So.
I even set target, like tapped both of your solars to turn them off if I didn't kill them. Tried to make it as good as possible. I didn't think the army would survive. I don't think I did enough damage for how many tanks I sent though. I think that was an inefficient trade.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to know, honestly.
Battle paused. Battle started.
I mean, we're trying to spend the metal. I get it. I just think the real like linchpin here was just the how even is okay, so it's pretty even on energy production actually. But I have spent that metal bank, right? And metal produced is like you're even ahead, right? Which is nice. But I think in the next few moments I'm able to produce a lot of tanks and like really start threatening this area. So it's just, that's a great radar. So
Should have put it on the hill.
Yeah.
Now that I see it.
Yeah, right here. I was gonna say, like, one thing I was like talking about before we started this match is like, if you look at my, and I didn't even really follow through with it, but maybe the same thing can applies to your position, is like, if say you had sent these cons to like put defenses here, like you could have capped all these with air cons, right? And that would have been, I guess, A, faster, and then B, like, I guess you would have had the protection up a bit quicker, and you wouldn't have to make these exploiters everywhere. I don't really hate them too much. Like, maybe these ones I would have, maybe like that one is an exploiter, but these I'd make like naked X's. But yeah, everything looks pretty good so far. Maybe just like a specific change for this map would just be getting like 1 or 2 muskrats. You can even like excuse me, just scale the titles here, spawning in this position, right?
Okay.
Go T2. And see, this is what I was talking about with like autos play. Like, I guess I know you've gone air, so I put anti-air in my main base, and I start doing like 5-1-1 as a build queue. And I think I even like pre-made a couple of lashers. Like, I'm trying to make them right now just to get lashers up here with this army, so this doesn't get D-gunned. I've got lashers here, not D-guns, excuse me, shuried. I've got lashers here, so that can't get shuried. Like, I'm putting up anti-air like on the front line where I need it. So I think like, I guess if you are kind of struggling for energy, or like you don't have your energy economy set up like early enough, yeah, going air and not going air and like pre-making AA and stuff like that can work too, but kind of a fine line.
I somehow feel like I couldn't have known how big your T1 army was, but I feel like I jumped the gun on T2. Like, I could have fortified and like solidified my position a little bit before that.
Right.
Because right around when I started it is like right when you started pushing.
Yeah.
You know, by luck or instinct, it was a good time to start applying pressure.
I think maybe it was a bit of luck, I'd say, because like I had just like finished getting like the con turret set up down here. I think I add on like 2 or 3 more, and I did sort out. I felt like I kind of sorted out my energy issues. I know I have no energy in the bank right now, but I'm like spending my metal, right? I've got what, 1, 2, 3, 4 con scaling wind. I've got the this guy in the water scaling titles, right? So I feel set up as far as like macro goes, and then I'm like, all right, now I can start focusing on like attacking and trying to clear out your defenses, you know.
Yeah, and then the rest of the game is it's just me struggling to hold back your attacks.
Mm-hmm.
And like when you spot the T2, you assuming go T2, and then I just can't keep up because I'm under so much pressure.
I think I actually waited.
And you're down every week. Oh.
I think I actually waited a bit. Like, did I scout at all? Did I get that scout in? I thought I made 2. I don't know if I saw it exactly. Let me see.
The whole reason that I sent my fighters forward is because I saw your scout.
Okay. Honestly, I didn't really have like a good idea if you were T2 or not here. Maybe I should have like kind of assumed it, because there's like nothing stopping this. There's not a lot of stuff like stopping this and all that, but I'm trying to think like how you maybe could have like recovered a bit better, because I was kind of scared when I saw your fusion was at some point. I come in and I see the fusion. I think it was with these tanks, but it's like I was a little worried because I'm like, yeah, still no T2. Like actually, when do I actually notice it? We'll have to see. But one thing I noticed about watching some of Blodir's games from the tournament was how he gets to the T2 transition, and of course it's like, you know, splitting the map in half and getting comfortable, but he always had a decent amount of figs and like pocket shuris to defend against turn buys. Like I know I'm kind of like attacking you on both sides, so you can't like shuri this and shuri that, but maybe if we backed it up when I had the incisors here and I had medium tanks over here, maybe it would have been better to like shuri the medium tanks because they're so much weaker against them. But,
Yeah, I went for the ones far away because I assumed I could take reinforcements from the lab to the field.
right. Yeah, see, okay, see, I see the tigers, and I guess I do instantly put down the T2. Okay.
I've seen a lot of your games. It's your usual reaction. If you're not the first one at T2, like you're almost immediately on it once you see it.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, I don't think I can add too much to this past like just the T2 transition felt a little bit too fast and then the commander walk was a bit inefficient. I think that's really the two big things. Like, and like we talked about.
Also adding an amphibious con for title scaling.
That too. And I guess maybe like getting up a second lab somewhere. I think if I spawned here, I would probably make the second lab right here. Maybe like walk here, make like an LLT and a radar there, and then back up and like put an LLT and then like start the vehicle lab right there, something like that.
You know how efficient it would be to have air cons to do stuff like that? Like just have my vehicle con expanding and then make an air lab and send air cons to like throw up a construction turret and a lab.
Yeah, I would say if you are gonna do that, I would transport a construction turret down there with it because it's like. I mean, Chisato told me never really make. I mean, in some like rare like circumstances, you can make an unassisted construction turret, but by and large, like you don't want to make them with like a single con, and like especially not an air con, right? So, it just takes too long to start, right?
But that's actually a really good point. E-Thirxie transport cons or construction turrets and cons and stuff all over the place, and I really want to get into that habit because it's just so dang efficient and it looks cool.
It does. It's a bit APM intensive, but I think like if the game kind of slows down at all, it's a good use of micro. And I don't know if I exactly finished the point, but like past here, like say this is the main base, this is where I've expanded to. Like taking this with air cons is like pretty strong. Just like because like in most games, it feels like this area is really hard to control just by like nature of like raids and stuff like that. So yeah, if you do end up losing vehicle cons at any point, I feel like if you are able to get air control, like you're just like leveraging air cons and like using them to take reclaim and take mexes that have been like raided is like super strong. So yeah.
Okay, I'll work on
that. That's about it. Everything else seemed pretty solid, honestly. So maybe like a small micro mistake here and there. Like, maybe this was okay with the incisors. It felt annoying at the time, but there was like 1k metal there. I eventually got around to reclaiming it, but anyways.
Yeah, unfortunately, annoying doesn't cut it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I appreciate your feedback, man.
Yeah. Yeah, always
nice.
And
hi chat.
Yeah, man. Well, thanks for coming on. I'd be happy to like play some more games anytime, any evening, right? Just gotta keep it going.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
You have a good night.
Yeah. See you. Good night. Yeah, that's it for me, guys. So hopefully you enjoyed the stream. If you can, hit the like button, leave a comment. See you guys in the next one. Cheers. Thanks for watching.